I'd like to share with you a melodic development technique that has been used by many of the greatest composers. This is called fragmentation. So let's start with a simple melody. And rather than repeat the melody and develop it that way, let's fragment the melody into two separate melodic motifs. Would be the first one, and that would be the second one. So once we fragment a melody, we can develop the motifs individually. So let's start by developing the first motif. So there what I did was I just repeated it twice after I played the original phrase. But let's take those repetitions and let's move them to different pitch areas, which is called sequencing. There, that's starting to sound good. Now let's take the whole thing and put lyrics to it and see how it works with words. Hear the thunder in the clouds, hiding under, sadly wonder. That's not bad. Let's put some chords to it and see how it works with chords. So I'll just choose chords that the melody is outlining. Hear the thunder in the clouds, hiding under, sadly wonder. See the lightning in the sky, close and frightening, grips are tightening. That's not bad. What I did there was I took the phrase A and phrase B and C and then repeated them again, phrase A, B, and C. The only problem was it seemed at the end it sounded a little too obvious how I was going to end it. There was nothing surprising or interesting about the melody at that point. So a good technique is often to vary the last phrase where something is very expected and almost obvious, and change it and make it something surprising. So that's what I'll do this time. Hear the thunder in the clouds, hiding under, sadly wonder. See the lightning in the sky, close and frightening, grips are tightening. That worked okay. Let's try it a different way though. Let's develop the second fragment instead of the first and see how that works. So we've got there I just repeated the second fragment twice. Now let's repeat it at different pitch areas. We'll sequence it to different pitch areas, see if that sounds better. Okay, let's put some words to it and see how it works. Hear the thunder in the clouds, growing loud, storms are proud. That's not bad. Let's put some chords to it. Hear the thunder in the clouds, growing loud, storms are proud. See the lightning in the sky, flashing by like you and I. That's good, but again, that last phrase seems a little too obvious, and to make it a little more interesting, let's change it up a little. Hear the thunder in the clouds, growing loud, storms are proud. See the lightning in the sky, flashing by like you and I. So there what I did was I took the last phrase and I changed the starting point. I moved it a little bit later than what was expected. It made it stand out, and then the lyrics also seem to go with that as well, because I'm relating everything to a relationship at the end, which is surprising because everything before that has been about nature. And then it relates all these things going on in nature to the relationship, and that last climactic line is set with the lyrics, with the melody in an unexpected place, so it really makes it stand out and works. So these are techniques you can use with your own melody writing to develop great melodies. What we used today was fragmentation, repetition, sequencing, and then changing the phrase starting point. So try these until they start to become second nature, and then use them as part of your tool belt for developing great melodies.